A few months ago, we got the EasySMX M10. So this one, if you want to watch it, video is at the top right corner there. We say that this is a very easy plug and play controller for the iPhone series only. And the reason is because there's no app compatibility, no configuration, no button remapping. So they updated it with the new one, EasySMX M05. I don't know why they decreased 5 numbers, but...
Well, actually they also support Android. But
yes,
back then they don't have the app functionality.
Yeah.
I mean, renders them quite limited in terms of the support.
Technically, you can use the M10 on Android just for emulators or games that officially support gamepads.
Yes, correct.
In some cases, I would still say it's rather limited. So the
correct.
M5, they add a broader compatibility specifically for Android devices because of the app. So let's unbox it. So we can see it supports Game Pass, Stadia, Steam, GeForce Now, and also Amazon Luna.
Yeah, they should update their packaging because Stadia is dead.
It's dead for like more than 6 months, is it?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So, yeah, they should add Apple Arcade, but they have Arcade here, so that's kind of weird.
Yeah, true. Okay. Now you mentioned about it.
So, the unboxing experience is real simple. So we pull out the controller like this. User manual. This is rather important. We'll go through that later.
Yes, a lot of things you will need to read through.
Yeah, so I will also take
so
up the
we
M10.
just do a brief comparison with the M10 and M5.
So M05, the new one, is at the bottom here. M10. As we can see, the design is very different. Functionality-wise, more or less the same.
Yeah.
So you got the joysticks here, same layout. The shape of the joysticks are a bit different. So you can see the M05, it curves upwards. I'm not sure if it can pick up on camera, but the M10 curves inwards.
And the surface is slightly smaller on the M10 also.
Yeah, but then because of this curve inwards, the concave shape, you say it's more comfortable.
Yes, correct.
And I agree. Because this one is just...
Also, the technology they use also different.
Yeah. This one is using Hall sensing joysticks, is it?
Yes, correct.
This one is not. Then for the triggers, the same.
Yeah, trigger also Hall sensing.
Yeah, Hall sensing on M10, M05 is not. So I think that is why they remove 5 numbers from the naming scheme.
I don't know. And the M05 also cheaper than the M10.
By a lot or no?
Perhaps about 20% also.
20%. Yeah, okay. It's quite a lot. So one thing that I realized is the M05, the triggers, they
shoulder buttons
inwards. Yeah, the shoulder buttons curve inwards, and then the buttons are quite stiff. So if you compare it with the M10, you can see this one is a lot lighter and also it's more flat.
Yeah, and they are using entirely different switches.
Correct.
Like this, the M10 is like clicky and very long travel.
Yes, you can hear the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
meanwhile, the M05 feels like your normal mouse switches.
Correct.
Yeah.
I modded my mouse, but whatever. And then the macro buttons. So for the M10, it's at the top here, right around this cluster.
Beside, the
M1,
cluster.
M2. For this one, they move it to the back. So you got the back pedal buttons, which I think this one is a positive change. Other than that, the layout remains more or less the same. It's just that the turbo button has been moved here. Function button has been moved here.
So they have 2 less buttons.
Yeah, and then they removed the screenshot and the home button on the M05.
Yep.
So that's pretty much it in terms of the overall outlooks. The clamper is better as well.
They changed a bit because this is what they have told us. The M05 is designed in a way that they receive feedbacks that how the phone clamp doesn't really support some of the phones. For example, iPhones with their camera bumps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's why they changed the clamp from this type to the new M05.
So the extension is from here.
Previously, the extension is middle, but now they put on the side so that this side can accommodate the camera. Not sure if you can.
Okay.
You can turn it around. No, turn it around. Just to show the thing. Yeah, so it can accommodate that. Move a bit higher. Yeah. When you put it in place.
Yeah, so this is the M05. I think this is also another positive change as compared to the
Yeah, the previous
M10.
one, they can only work when you remove the phone case, which kind of defeats the purpose of getting a. I mean, when I want to get a controller to play with my phone, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to remove my phone case all the time.
And then the M10 has these two lips here to hold the phone.
Yes.
These two is a hit and miss. It's
Yeah.
good to clamp your phone inside and secure it, but then it also makes it difficult to put your phone in.
Also, depending on the thickness of your case, it will hinder.
Correct. And then sometimes it's just thicker than this thing here.
So I guess that is why they choose to go with this type of a rubberized material.
Actually, they can make it more secure, make it a bit taller, curve.
Yeah.
So that would be also better. But anyway, let's just... what device do you want to use first? Because we have two.
I mean, it
S24
supports both
Ultra. Yeah.
Android and iOS.
So for iOS, if the game supports it, like Genshin Impact, it's gonna work the same as the M10 because plug and play, you just select touchscreen. Select controller mode, then it just works. For Android, since the game doesn't have controller mode,
you will have to do button mapping. So let's try with the Android and see how it goes.
Okay, Android. So the first thing that I realized is that this USB-C port, it doesn't extend that far out from the case. So with this Taurus case, I cannot fit in the phone. Yeah, if I put it like this, the USB-C just doesn't reach the phone. Yeah, but it looks really nice. You can see the whole thing is like one block, flush.
Yeah, that was rather unfortunate with the USB-C port.
Yeah, so what I have to do now is to take out the case.
Taurus, the case is quite thick in a way, so that is something unavoidable because sometimes when you use a very thick case, a lot of phone controllers actually do not support.
Correct. So your iPhone is using Pitaka case. I'm also using Pitaka case on the S24. With this case, I can plug in directly.
Yes.
With your case, you can also plug in directly.
Yes, correct.
So it's only thicker case that is still a bit of a problem here.
Yeah.
Because you can see the bottom part here, it is like few millimeters.
But you can look at the camera bump. Now because of this placement, you can see the camera is located on this side of the extension whereby it won't touch the back panel.
Yeah, ngam ho. Oh, why did I use Cantonese? But yeah, just nice. So the app in question here is called the Movie. Yes, it is called Movie. Where is the QR code? Here it is. You can scan this code, download the app, and then once you install it, you have to sideload it. It's not available in the App Store or Play Store for this matter. Where's the app? So when you launch the app, you have to enable all of the permissions and whatnot. And then from here, you can select what mode you want the controller to be by looking at this LED here. So now it's currently green. According to the user manual.
Four modes. Yellow is HID for Android. White is Xbox mode for Android.
Yeah.
Blue is virtual touch. And then, which is for Android also.
Yeah.
And the last one is green for iOS.
Yeah, you can refer to this sticker here. It's kind of difficult to refer if you got the phone installed. So
yeah, so you will have to like look at this thing first before installing the phone.
Yes. And then the other QR code for the app is located behind here.
Yeah.
I think it's okay, they keep it clean.
Yeah. Good thing is they stick the instruction, the mode LED instructions on the device itself.
Yeah. You don't have to always refer to the user manual.
Yeah, you're correct.
So once we're in the app, we link everything already. I have already played with the app a while. So from here, we can change the game mode. This is by changing this LED color. They also describe to you what each of the mode does. For Android, if you want to use button remapping, you should use this mode. So when you press it, confirm, controller reboots, okay. Now it is in button remapping mode, blue color LED. Then when I enter the game, we have to wait for it to, oh my god.
But we can see some of the buttons on the screen overlay.
Yes, I have remapped it like this. The overall interface is very simple and intuitive. So as you can see, I have mapped the button R2, R1, X, A, Y, and then the joystick camera angle somewhere around the middle here. So how I remap is real simple. Once you got it in blue color mode and then you boot up the game, you got this little toolbar here. Press on it, this thing will appear. Press change. The translation is a bit weird, but it works like this. So let's just say I want to do L1, L2 for example, L2 to open the map. That's what I do. Press save. You can save as a profile or just overwrite your existing one. I'm going to overwrite my existing one. Then when we press, it just works. So with all of my buttons remap, I can do all of these things.
Yes. No thanks to Hoyoverse for not releasing controller support for Android.
Yeah, after so many years. So it just works. It's actually really seamless, real fast as well. There is some buttons that you need to pay attention to, like the camera, the right analog stick. Originally, it's in position mode. This is not correct. Position mode means that it's for the movement joysticks. Yeah, yes. There is a limit to how much you can go to.
Yes, correct.
So if you go view mode, then it can spin infinitely.
Yes.
That is what you want for the camera to be. So yeah, overall button remapping, it just works seamlessly. But of course, because this game, in certain menus, the buttons are not in the same place, so you will have to still use the
you still need the touchscreen. Just like, does it feel like playing on Switch, whereby some games they got incorporate touchscreen controls?
Yes, kind of. Actually very similar.
Yeah. Yeah, for example, like when you need to scroll through the map and everything, you still need to use the touchscreen and everything.
Yeah. So it's half. Okay, let me show you by defeating some of these. Oh, what?
Is this how you map your control?
Yes.
Damn weird.
Oh, the buttons are overlapping, is it? You know why the buttons are weird? Because I'm using the Breath of the Wild button layout.
Oh.
I got familiar with that game, so I just reuse all of that mapping on this game. That's it. That's how you remap it on Android devices. Of course, you can use it in native controller mode by just pressing these two.
You can change the mode.
Yeah. If you press these two, then we change from blue to another color.
Yes.
So this is by changing all the modes.
If you change to native mode, you can use it to play like those natively supported games or even emulators, especially.
Yeah, correct.
Like for Android, you really have a lot of options you can do with it.
Emulators are available on iOS now, so at least you can try.
I mean, sooner or later, they will have more optimized ones. Right now, the market is still very fresh.
Yes.
I'm guessing everyone is like working right now, like polishing their emulators.
Oh, I got muscle memory from playing it too much on the ROG Ally. Okay, that's how everything works. Unfortunately, on button remapping mode, the turbo functionality doesn't work.
Yeah, it's a limitation, I guess.
Yeah, limitation. So we should switch over to iPhone to show you how the turbo and also the macro button remapping works.
Later. Okay, one thing is you have to remember, go into the game settings to enable control mode.
Yeah, from...
No, you need to use the... Yeah.
But yeah, this game, it doesn't have dynamic switching.
This is a...
Oh my god.
You will be fucked by my layout.
Yeah, this one controller.
Yeah, you need to use the controller. By default, by default, it is touchscreen mode.
Yeah.
Once you connect to this controller, launch the game, go into settings to change to controller.
Then your touchscreen doesn't work.
Then your touchscreen will stop working. Everything is done through the controller natively. So this is how native controller should be.
There's people attacking you.
So this is a native support. Everything works exactly just like how you use it on your, let's say your PC using controller, or if you play on PlayStation. Yes, the button layouts, everything's the same.
I am very unfamiliar with your controller.
I can see you are struggling with or I should say the default mapping.
I don't use default. Oh, we got the turbo mode going on already.
Okay, turbo mode is something that is, quite common in a lot of third-party controllers.
Yes.
Whereby you can selectively enable certain buttons to do repeated actions.
Yeah. So for this one, like what he did just now, he already enabled the macro for this button.
For
How
B.
you do is to...
I just have to hold the turbo button and then press B.
Yeah, now I disabled it. So how to enable is press.
Yes, and then now when you hold the B button, it will repeatedly enter. Instead of like previously, you have to keep on mashing attack.
Yeah, and that only applies to this button. So the jump button does not have the macro functionality.
Turbo, yeah.
Turbo.
If you want to do so, same.
Then now we can do this.
Yeah.
Then if we double press this is entered into toggle to repeat mode.
Toggle to repeat mode. So yeah, now you just have to press once, then they will just keep on repeating the same action.
Okay, you can see these two buttons keep on flashing. It means it's repeating non-stop.
Yeah.
So press again to stop. Simple.
Yeah, press again to go. And if you want to get out from this mode, double press the turbo. And then everything goes back to normal.
So how to remap the back button again, these two, M1 and M2?
The back button works like a macro. So you have to use a function, hold the function, and then hold on one of the macro button. Wait until the LED button change to pink or purple.
Then do what I want.
Then you do whichever action you want to do.
But then there's so many delay already though.
I'm not sure if the joystick, they will also record.
So now I'm done.
You press again the M macro button to save.
Okay, that's it.
Oh, that's amazing. So they also record the joystick.
I think they have a time limit because when I saw back just now, the purple color is gone.
Oh.
So let me do that once more. So I'm just going to run around, do this, then do some attack. Then you can see the light is gone by itself. So I think there is a
either time limit or action limit.
Yeah, there is a limit, but then now we can see, go around. That's the whole macro. Then if you want to delete the macro, hold again, then immediately press again to save nothing.
Yeah, save nothing, then they override.
That is technically just cancel.
Well, basically just cancel, yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
So that's the overall features for the new EasySMX M05. In some ways, I think it's better than this, but also depends on what machine you're using.
Well, it depends on what machine you're using.
Yeah.
For the change, I would say the M05 is much more attractive considering the price is lower.
And more features.
You get more features and everything else. Support more devices with their phone case. Still with an asterisk there.
Still with an asterisk. I really hope EasySMX, if you're watching this video, make the USB port a bit longer, or like you said, adjustable.
Adjustable or with spring-loaded.
Or you know what, just give us a latch here that we can physically push it in.
Or even better, give us a USB, a cable type that you can pull out, attach to the phone, then you only put it back in to the case. You understand what I mean? Right?
Something like those self-retracting cables.
Something like self-retracting, the kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, but overall, it's a very good direction where you can see now I can use this controller to play on my iPhone without having the need to remove the case.
Correct. In a way, I like this shape a lot more. And then these two buttons are also much more ergonomic. And then you still have the same pass-through port for charging.
Correct.
So this one also has it, so you don't have to worry. Whichever you buy, you still got a feature. It's just that for this case, this one, broader compatibility, cheaper, more features.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with this.
This is a lot better than the M10. Yeah, correct. It's just Hall effect joysticks, Hall effect triggers as well.
nice to have, but for now, I don't see long-term benefits on that.
Correct.
Yeah.
As of now, okay, never mind. I just spam your skill. Okay, anything else you wanna add, sir?
I think that's it. I mean, the price will on the screen anyway. So
Why you like this? Okay, then we just add the price on the screen here. Cheaper than the M10 and also better compatibility. So get this.